Konnichiwa, Nakamai, I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choices of Stories You Play. Rules of Engagement, Book 1, Chapter 9, Two Truths and a Lie. Now playing as Alex, you stare, stunned, at Elena as she stands expectantly by your table. Elena, you came? Yes, well, I got your message, and I can't believe you, Alex. Oh, this is gonna be good. Darling, how could you? Darling? I didn't know Nana expected me to come with you. I almost didn't make it out here in time. To think, we almost missed our first date. Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. You rise to your feet. I should hug her, kiss her cheek. Let's kiss her cheek. You brush your lips along Elena's cheek. After a moment, you step back and pull Elena's chair out for her. So, you're actually dating Alex? Of course she is. Isn't that right, Bay? No. Pumpkin pie? Dummy. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie? Really? I swear, if you say it's because she's so sweet. No. There's actually a very funny story behind it. Right. I love wearing fall colors. And Alex just had to comment last year in October when I was wearing this bold burnt orange sweater. Do you remember, Alex? Elena takes your hand and smiles at you. Yeah. How could I forget? I said she looked like a pumpkin pie. And the name just stuck. Yep, that's how that happened. Violet considers the two of you for a moment, then turns to Elena. I think we got off on the wrong foot here. Let's try again. I'm Violet, Alex's cousin. How did you two meet? Seriously, Violet? Can you please just, leave us alone? It's okay, Alex. It's only natural that your family would be curious, since I'm sure you've told them absolutely nothing about me. We met at work when he hired me as an assistant. Yeah, and it was love at first sight. Very awkward. Love at first sight. It was? Of course. I suppose for me it was. Wow, creepy, Alex. Did you, hire her just because you thought it was easier to date her if you were her boss? No, that isn't what I meant. If anything, working together made it harder for us to become a couple. It it isn't easy starting a workplace romance, but it was worth it. How romantic. I bet it has nothing to do with the fact that you had no time to meet anyone outside of work. And actually, hold on. I'm wondering why there's no sound. Is it because it is muted? No. Okay, that was awkward and it closed all the way. Sorry about that. And then we can blow it all the way up. Whee! New stuff with blue stacks. Violet. Oh, look. There's Dinesh. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to meet Elena. I didn't think he'd be by until later. Wait. What do we have here? You must be the enigmatic Elena Sanchez. I'm Dinesh Singh. Nice to meet you. Trust me, my dear. The pleasure is all mine. Now we can finally put to rest the question of your existence. Right, Violet? Oh, sure. It's been just wonderful getting to know Elena better, just like Nana always wanted. Did you know that Alex has the sweetest nickname for Elena? Oh, what was it, Alex? Pumpkin pie. Elena slips her hand into yours and smiles. That's right. Dinesh turns to Violet. It appears that your claims were unfounded after all. You and your Elena fooled Dinesh for now. Now, what do we say we give Alex and Elena some privacy for the rest of their date? But, yeah, sure, whatever. Watch as Violet leaves with Dinesh as they pass by the bar. You see Caitlin leaning against the counter facing you. She gives you a thumbs up. You turn back to Elena. You know what? I'm gonna go get us drinks from the bar before we order our food. Be right back. But, Alex... You slip away before she can finish her sentence. And finally, the music is cued in now. Now playing as Katie. After giving Alex a thumbs up, you turn to pursue the drink menu at the bar. Katie? Alex, what are you doing over here? What happened to Elena? I can't do it, Katie. It's just the two of us now, and we can't leave yet, because that will only look suspicious. What am I supposed to say to her? Oh, it's not too loud. Like I said, I'm still tinkering with BlueStacks right now since it's a brand new update and everything. You tell her, I'm sorry I got you into this mess. Let's make this a real date. Literally anything, you idiot. Let's make this a real date. Katie. What? She's smart, nice, beautiful, and she came to rescue you tonight when she didn't have to. What's not to like about her? Our relationship isn't like that. Well, you'd better work on it because you have to pretend it's the rest of the cruise, starting now. You spin him around and give him a push back in the right direction. Then you turn back to your menu. Suddenly you feel someone put their hands over your eyes. Hey! Guess who? William? Is that you? Who? Hands removed from your eyes? I mean, it's kind of hard when you can't tell their voice. Typically, you could just pick up a voice and be like, ew, Trent, get off of me. Come on, babe, don't you remember my voice anymore? Actually, I've been trying to forget everything about you. Wow, hurts my feelings. What do you want, Trent? Well, funny you should ask. I'm looking up marriage license in the European countries. You know what? It doesn't matter. You don't matter. Just leave me alone. Katie, come on! I followed you all this way. I've even booked my own cabin on the cruise. After all we've been through, can't you at least hear me out? How many times do I have to have the same conversation? My answer isn't changing. You've seen something dark pass over Trent's face. A terrible expression you've never seen before. But just as quickly, he fixes his features into a sickly, sweet smile. You're right, Katie. I'll give you some space. He turns and walks away. You're left with an uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach. Suddenly you hear a smattering of applause behind you. You turn to see Dean a little ways down the bar. Impressive. Oh, I didn't realize I had an audience. Look, maybe it's not my place to say, but that guy isn't worth your time. You're right. I need to get him out of my life. Every time I feel like I'm past all of his drama, he comes back into my life. Sorry, my input probably doesn't help, huh? Actually, it's kind of nice. I'll take all the backup I can get when it comes to Trent. In that case, let's drink to being rid of him. Come on, my shift's just about over, and I can get us the good stuff. Lead the way. Better not mention it, or YouTube will get really upset. Let's just call it lemonade, because they might get upset. Dean leads you to the back of the kitchen. Waiters and cooks bustle by. guests aren't allowed to be back here, but if you act like you're some important business, no one will call us out. For wine pairing. Perfect! I mean, we've got the perfect pairings. A delicate Chardonnay to pair with a salmon, a robust cab for the filet mignon, and a port to close out the night. That'll do, Dean. Oh, and I nearly forgot the best part. Bourbon to go down with the dessert course. Should we try some now? I should think so. This is new, by the way. I don't remember those. Dean reaches over to you to grab bourbon from the top shelf, hands you the bottle, then retrieves 2 glasses. Here we go. Now, let's get you out of here before we actually get in trouble. And where are we going? I want to show you my favorite spot on the whole ship. Hurry! It's almost time for the weekly Friday night fireworks. Now I remember. He starts up the stairs to the deck. Yeah, I remember this. It took a minute. I've been up all night, and I have another 48 hours to 72 hours to go with no sleep. It's gonna be a fun couple days. Dean leads you to the upper deck right as fireworks go off into the distance. Oh. What do I do? Grab Dean's arm, marvel at the fireworks. Wow. The fireworks are beautiful. Feel free to screenshot that if you'd like. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, this spot is the best view on the whole ship. Not many people know about it. It's a great place to sneak off to after a shift when I need some more quiet. Thanks for sharing with me. Anytime. You look like you could use it. Dean pours 2 glasses of bourbon, then offers one to you. Take the glass. Cheers. Cheers. The bourbon burns as it hits your throat. Keep a straight face. Looks like you're a woman who can handle her bourbon. So, Katie, talk to me. Talk about what? Any topic you want. We've got the right drink for vending, and I happen to be an amazing listener, so the floor is yours. Stereotypical bartender is great at listening. Let's talk about my scumbag ex-fiance, the fact that I might become a millionaire, how hot you are. Let's go with how hot you are. What? I mean, it's gotta get embarrassing, right? All the ship's guests flirting with you, vying for your attention. I bet more than one desperate housewife has slipped you a room key as a tip. I won't say they don't try, but I've gotten pretty good at gracefully declining their advances. I make it a point to only accept regular cash tips. Now come on, I'm sure this isn't really what's on your mind. You sigh. Actually, what's really on my mind is, if I'll ever find love again, if all men are cheating scumbags, if you're all talk, or are we gonna finish the bottle? If I'll ever find love again. I thought Trent was the one for me, you know? And obviously turned out to be the worst, but for a while he was the love of my life. It's hard to just bounce back from that. Yeah, definitely. I can even imagine how it feels to have your trust broken like that. Not good. Not good at all. You throw back the rest of your bourbon as the fireworks continue to explode overhead. Grab the bottle refill, but it's empty. Looks like we're out. Never fear, I always have a backup plan. Dean pulls out a flask. This here is my favorite whiskey. I don't share it with just anyone. I feel so honored. Reach for the flask, but he pulls it away with a grin. Not so fast. If you want to drink this, you're gonna have to work for it. Oh? What do you want me to do? Let's play a game. As a bartender, I'm pretty good at reading people. How about every time I guess something true about you, you drink? And if I guess something true about you, then I drink. So are you in? Or are you too afraid you won't be able to keep up? Think I'm just scared of a drinking game? You're wrong, and I'm gonna beat you at your own game. Dean pours whiskey in your glass, and then his. Ladies first. You swirl the whiskey around your glass, watching the amber liquid slide up the sides. A truth about you, huh? I think I've got one. I bet you became a world traveler because you traveled a lot as a kid. You lived in the same place your whole life. And this cruise ship was a prime opportunity to get out and see the world. So close, and yet so completely wrong. Damn it. You drink your whiskey. I was a military brat, so I traveled a lot as a kid. I got good at making new friends fast and striking up conversations with strangers. And I also got pretty good at saying goodbye to those people whenever I had to. Dean refills the empty cup. Okay, my turn. I think you and your Nana were really close. I bet she was more like a mother to you. Actually, Edmund's right. How did you? It's clear from the way you talk about her how seriously you're taking your inheritance task. You wouldn't do that for just anyone. I can't believe you can tell that from a few sentences. Like I said, it's a bartender thing. Listening to drunk people for hours on end, night after night, you develop a sixth sense for these things. Drink up! You take a drink of your whiskey, savoring the burn as it runs down your throat. So you better prepare yourself because that's the last sip I'm taking for this game. Talk is cheap. Let's hear your truth. You look at Dean up and down. To even things out between us, I think I need to guess something about your love life. If you think that's best, I bet you've never been in love. You fall too hard too fast. You're a heartbreaker. You fall too hard too fast. You always think you're in love. Not so much. Actually, I don't think I've ever really been in love. Seriously? Damn it. You take a long sip of whiskey. I thought I was in love once. It was a long time ago. We were just young, stupid kids who didn't know any better. I'm still waiting for the right woman. You and me both, man. You and me both. Well, I hope you find her soon. I bet she's closer than you think. I hope you find her soon. Me too. Dean clinks his whiskey glass against yours. Okay, I have a question. I've just been dying to ask all night. Oh, does that mean you've conceded the game of truth? Not conceding, just pausing. What I want to know is, why is this your favorite spot on the ship? Why are you bothering to hang out with me off duty? How do you get your hair so soft? Wait, I mean, well, I guess in a way you could look at someone's hair and say, wow, that looks soft. But I mean, you would have to touch it to know it's truly soft. Why are you bothering to hang out with me off duty? How about that? I mean, I guess you have to be nice to guests when you're bartending, but you could have just sulked off to wherever you go when you're not working. But here you are trying to cheer me up. I like you, Katie, and you look like you could use someone to talk to. Shoulder to lean on, and all that. You're more right than you know. You rest your hand on his shoulder, completely content. Together you watch the last of the fireworks explode in the night sky. Thanks, Dean. Anytime. You learn some truths about a certain bartender. Now playing as Alex, you and Elena enter your cabin after successfully completing your first date together. As soon as the door closes behind you, you turn to her, elated. I can't believe we did it. I think they actually bought that we're in love. Elena, I can't seriously thank you enough. You have no idea. Elena punches you hard in the shoulder. Ah, what the... Alex, You have 1 minute to explain to me why your whole family and a lawyer think that I've been your girlfriend for the last 3 years. And this had better be good, or I swear I'm throwing you in the Mediterranean. Will Alex be able to convince Elena to keep up the charade? Keep playing to find out. So one, I hope y'all did enjoy that. Please, if you did enjoy it, please share the video. Basically, if you guys haven't, which in the lower right corner, you're going to see a video right now that should be popping up. If you don't know the situation about YouTube and my channel specifically, please feel free to visit that video. But pretty much, I'm aiming for at least 1,000 views per video right now because YouTube shenanigans are saying that choices specifically, but a lot of my other content, but choices specifically, which all of you enjoy, is something that is not quote-unquote YouTube friendly or family friendly, or meets their guidelines, which you and I, especially in this episode, did you see anything that would say, hey, that's not on ABC, NBC, CBS, or anything? Well, YouTube disagrees with you, and they'll most likely flag this video. So by getting 1,000 views, what it does is it manually puts it into appeal process. Someone has to come look at my video. They approve it, which so far every video that's met the 1,000 views has been immediately approved to go back to being normal. So with that being said, I hope you all really did enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to head down in the description below. There's a few links there for social media or my support my content. Other than that, thank you for watching and have a good one. Peace.